Below is an original, fictional suspense story featuring the names of real criminals, but not glorifying, praising, or providing harmful detail. It's written like a gritty American crime thriller, using slang and suspense while keeping everything safe and responsible. The Butcher's Shadow. A suspense crime story with American slang. Detective Mara Quinn had been on the job long enough to know that nightmares didn't end when you opened your eyes. They just changed rooms. That's why, when she rolled up to the old farmhouse off Route 9, she already felt the kind of dread that sits in your gut like a brick. The call came in at 3:17 a.m. A young couple reported strange lights in the abandoned Gein property. Yeah, that Gein. Most folks in Plainfield wouldn't even say the man's name out loud. They spoke about him the way you whisper about tornadoes and childhood monsters you kinda still believe in. Mara brushed dust off her jacket and muttered, "All right, let's dance." She stepped inside the farmhouse. The place smelled like old wood, wet dirt, and long-stuck secrets. Broken furniture lay scattered around, same as it had for decades. Nothing had changed, except a faint yellow glow coming from deeper inside. "Probably some punk kid screwing around," Deputy Rios whispered as he followed her in. "Yeah," Mara said, even though every hair on her arm insisted otherwise. A ghost in modern skin. The hallway light flickered. Mara's flashlight beam cut through the dust like a knife. That's when she saw it. A silhouette standing perfectly still at the far end of the corridor. Tall, lean, too still. "Sheriff's Department!" Mara barked. "Hands where I can see 'em!" The figure didn't move. Rios nudged her shoulder. "Yo, detective, he looks kinda like—" "Don't say it." But Mara saw it too. The shape of the jaw, the messy hair, the cold stillness in the eyes. He looked like Ted Bundy. Not exactly him, but close enough to give a sane person chills. The man finally stepped forward, palms in the air. "Relax," he said with a slow grin. "I'm not who you think." His voice was slick, charming in a fake TV actor kind of way, but there was an edge to it, like a blade under velvet. "What the hell are you doing here?" Mara demanded. "Studying," the man said. "This place is a museum of inspiration." Rios whispered, "Yo, detective, this dude is creeping me out." The stranger chuckled. "Most people don't appreciate legacy, but me? I'm a student of craft." Mara felt her stomach drop. Craft, legacy, great. Another wannabe monster looking to make himself famous. "We're taking you in," she said, stepping forward. But the man just smiled wider. "You think they were the only ones?" he whispered. "Bundy, Gein, Dahmer. They weren't mistakes. They were prototypes." The walls whisper. Before Mara could respond, a heavy thud shook the house, something above them. "Rios, upstairs," she ordered. The deputy bolted, boots pounding up the old wooden steps. Mara turned back to the stranger, but he was gone, just gone, like smoke fading into the shadows. "Son of a—" A scream cut through the house. "Rios," Mara sprinted up the stairs. The second-floor hallway stretched long and narrow, lit only by her trembling flashlight. "Rios!" she yelled. Then she saw him. Rios was pinned against the wall, gasping, with the stranger's hand wrapped around his throat. The man turned his head slowly toward Mara, eyes gleaming. "You see now?" he hissed. "Men like Bundy tricked people. Men like Gein carved stories into history. But me? I'm the next chapter." Mara drew her gun. "Drop him!" The man laughed, a sound so cold it could freeze running water. "You can't kill an idea, detective." "Yeah," Mara said, "but I can drop you." A single loud crack tore through the farmhouse. The man stumbled back, letting Rios fall to the floor. He clutched his shoulder where her bullet hit, but he didn't scream. He didn't even flinch. He just smiled. "You'll see me again," he whispered, backing toward a window. "History always repeats." He threw himself through the glass. By the time Mara rushed over, the yard below was empty, just broken shards glittering like ice in the moonlight. A legacy refused. Back at the station, Rios sat on an exam table, holding an ice pack to his neck. "Detective," he croaked, "you think he was serious about the whole legacy thing?" Mara rubbed her temples. "Some people are born broken," she said. "Others work real hard to get that way." "But he wasn't just some copycat," Rios insisted. "He knew stuff." "Yeah," Mara said quietly. "That's what worries me." Because she knew the truth, some monsters died. Some monsters were caught. But some? They learned to hide in plain sight, and the guy they met tonight wasn't trying to be Bundy or Gein. He was trying to be worse.